Arranging a piece for the concert band was exciting and very scary and intimidating. It's like, it sounds completely different when it's on your little computer coming out of your speakers, and then when you go to real live musicians playing it, it's like, whoa, this is actually really scary, and it is, but it is rewarding, and it was really fun, and I hope to do more, maybe some composing in the future, but it was definitely a really good experience. Can we now try skip right to 90 and watch you do the tempo change, okay? It's going to get faster going into presto. So here's right on 90, the allegro. And 1, 2, 3, and...
We thought a piece by one of our founding members would tie the season up really nicely. And it turned out that I did have some of Bill Robinson's music in my library. And we looked at it. I worked with our flute player, Sarah Lynn Baton, who is quite an accomplished musician herself. And I asked if she would take on the job of rearranging this piece, Potosi, which was originally for a woodwind quintet, whether she would arrange it for the full band. And she took that on. The piece itself is an easy piece to like. It has a lot of Spanish flavor to it. It was a particular favorite musical style of Bill's. And it works really nicely. There's some very nice harmonic moments in the piece.
Potosi was a lot of fun too, having that rearranged. I remember Bill Robinson from my younger days, so it was great to hear one of his pieces brought to life again.
Sarah's Potosi that she did from Bill, at first I'm not a big fan of Spanish music usually, so I thought, oh, okay, it's another one of Bill's Spanish pieces. But it came across sounding really good, and I think it really suited the composition of the band this year to play something like that, because some years we just don't have the low-end instruments to pull off something like that, and this year we really had that, and it really pulled it off. It really had a bit of a balance that I don't think we normally would have been able to do it.
She rearranged a piece of one of the founding members for the 20th anniversary season. And
yeah, that was pretty challenging.
It was actually hard for me to play that piece. I actually kind of teared up because I remember Bill. I played in the band with him, and so I was remembering him as we were playing that. So that was hard, but
yeah.
I think it was a learning experience for Sarah. I know she worked very hard on the arrangement, and as the piece came into rehearsal, I think she made a lot of discoveries about what works in an arrangement, what doesn't work in an arrangement, the challenges of fixing errors in parts on the go in a rehearsal when you're trying to make something work and you're discovering that maybe that note should have been written a different way. I think Sarah discovered that certain lines that you write are perhaps harder on certain instruments than others. I think the the horns struggled a fair bit with this arrangement, trying to get the right pitching. And horn's a tough instrument to begin with. But overall, the piece was very well received, and I hope that Sarah will put her arranging skills to work on something else in the future, because I think it ended up being a very successful piece, and I look forward to sending it off to the contacts we have for Bill Robinson, and I hope they'll be pleased to hear what we've done with his music and how we've promoted it to the general public.